Welcome back to Riot Pro Wrestling. I'm Veronica Scott, and with me today is the Riot co-general manager, Princess of Weird, Princess Josh.
That is right, Veronica. As many of you have been wondering if you're sitting out in front of our live audience where I've been back here with the lovely Veronica Scott. I know everyone out there is having a great and wonderful time like only Riot Pro Wrestling can truly bring. And we've got some exciting action here tonight, don't we, Veronica?
Oh yeah, we have the debut of a father-son team, the Durning Dynasty. What do you have to think about that?
Oh, I know a lot about the Durning Dynasty. I mean, the son, great, wonderful, love the kid. The father, he's okay. But together, they're an amazing tag team making history here, as you said.
And we got to hear from them tonight. Would you like to hear what they have to say?
I mean, yes, I would like to. I'm pretty sure our audience would like to hear what they have to say. Let's go to that video footage. Let's hear what they have to say.
Absolutely.
This is Chuck
and Aiden,
and we are the Durning
Dynasty,
a pair of tag teams, father and son, second
and third
generation professional wrestlers. And tonight, we debut in Riot Pro Wrestling, the first ever father and son tag team in Riot Pro. And we go against the House of Spades. Aiden, we're taking those titles.
Oh, absolutely.
I just have a question. How did you make this work into a tag title match? I was just expecting a normal tag match.
So, you know how we were down here in Florida before?
Yeah.
You see, I made a couple friends while I was down here, so I called up one of my old friends. So,
either way, House of Spades, we are the Durning
Dynasty.
Hey fans, it's the man they call Dave with producer Joe, and you probably know us as the commentary team for New Heights Pro Wrestling, but when we're not doing that, we got a podcast.
That is the Working Fans Podcast, where we talk pro wrestling, comedy, MMA, and so much more.
And tell them about that signature segment.
Oh, you talk about the 531?
You know I am.
That is a homegrown creation that has been our namesake. And if you want to know our namesake, we got Chevy, AJ Strange Brew, as well as the two of us.
And why don't you go to our channel, like, subscribe, show us some love.
Rate, review, all of it.
Riot Pro Wrestling returns Saturday, October 14th at the Volusia Mall in Daytona Beach, Florida for Trick or Treason. Tickets start at $20 first row, $15 for second row, $10 general admission. Doors open at 1:30 p.m., showtime at 2 p.m. There'll be a costume contest and free candy. Tickets now available on eventbrite.com. This will be a riot.
Welcome back to Riot Pro Wrestling. I'm Veronica Scott, and with me is Princess Josh. We just heard from the Durning Dynasty, and now let's hear a little bit about who they're going against. The reigning champs, the House of Spades.
I mean, the House of Spades. You want to talk about dominance. 372 days as tag team champions. My math might be a little bit off. I don't understand numbers all that great. Time is an illusion.
Yeah.
The universe is a hologram. Buy gold, buy is what I say.
But what isn't an illusion is how well they're doing. I mean, they seem pretty cocky.
Yeah, they're very cocky. They're very arrogant, but that comes with being a dominant champion. I mean, when you've held gold for that long, Veronica, it kind of comes with the territory. They've fought a lot of competitors. It's going to be a tough fight for them here tonight, but as you said, we've got word from them. Our cameras were able to catch up with them. I think we should go to them too now.
Let's see what they have to say.
And then we'll go to Joe and Dave at ringside for all of the tag team gold action.
All right, thank you for not doing anything weird yet again.
Oh,
I
I'm
appreciate
still doing
it.
weird things.
You already know who it is. Ray Zion, Bobby Chrono, House of Spades in the building, and we feeling real good right now.
And they dragged my ass back to Daytona, and I really would rather be doing anything else and be anywhere else, bro. But here we are, another tag title defense, because somebody had to run their mouth and think that they could beat one of the most unbeatable teams in all of Riot Pro Wrestling and Florida in general.
Yeah, Florida in general, that's right. So it doesn't matter who you are. It don't matter if it's the Durning Dynasty.
You could be the Hellhounds.
You could be the Gifted.
Anybody, honestly.
Anybody.
We already beat everybody. Because when it comes down to it, the House of Spades, we a house undivided. We are built stronger than any other team in Florida, in Riot Pro Wrestling, and shit. Bobby Chrono might even say the world. Because guess what? For the last 372 days, we've been your Riot Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions, and y'all been blessed enough for us to honor y'all with our presence. So, Durning Dynasty, whatever, whoever, come on, get some. Come get some. Come get rolled up, smoked up, and put down like a pack.
Come on, let's go get you some lemonade for your boy. Later.
We have a big tag team match coming up for you next.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next matchup is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Riot Pro Wrestling Tag Team Championship. Introducing first, Durning Dynasty.
Durning Dynasty making their way to the ring.
All right, everybody. It's the man they call Dave and producer Joe of the Working Fans Podcast. And man, we're getting ready to commentate this tag team action.
Yes, it's interesting to see a debuting tag team get this tag team championship opportunity.
Yes.
We saw from the footage before some mysterious benefactors from young Aiden Durning that he met.
Yes, he has some friends, and hey, it's good to have friends if you want to get things done around here, right?
Yes, and we saw at our first event how commanding a presence House of Spades was in the ring. Even though it was a little bit of a lopsided competition from what Mr. Showtime had set up, today, the Durning Dynasty wants to give them an honest run for those titles.
Second generation and third generation wrestlers, father and son. You gotta feel like the tag team chemistry's gotta be there.
Yes, and debuting in such a big spot, you want to live up to that spot. You want to get those championships. What better way to make a name for yourself in Riot Pro Wrestling than winning the championships on your debut?
Opponents, they are the Riot Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the House of Spades.
Right, the champions set to come through the curtain here, and we heard the confidence from these two in that pre-match footage. 372 days as champion.
Sure. Dominant champs.
Very dominant, and I think they expect some competition from Durning Dynasty, but I didn't get the feeling from them that they thought they were going to lose in any way. You heard Bobby Chrono.
Yeah.
You see Ray Zion.
Yeah, Kronos in particular, you know, he did a lot of talking, and he's still doing a lot of talking. And when you're holding that title for 370 days, you gotta be confident. So it's no surprise to me they're not concerned about this young tag team now.
Bobby Chrono's gonna make me correct you. 372 days.
372. My apologies.
And just look at the energy they bring, the confidence. These are demanding champs.
I will say that was one thing where I thought the Dynasty as well. They brought a lot of good energy into this match. And yeah, it's going to be an interesting clash because I called the Dynasty a young tag team, but I don't know. You mean, are they a young tag team? They're father and son, right? They've been a team all their lives. At least all of Aiden's life.
Yes, it's not too often we see something like this where you get a father and son that get to tag.
No.
Usually in wrestling, by the time the son gets into the ring, the father tends to be
older,
a mentor.
Yeah.
The Mortons are a recent exception.
I can come up with a couple, maybe one or twice, Dusty and Dustin Rhodes, and maybe Larry and Kurt Hennig. But very few.
That's true. Fritz and I believe David Von
Yes, yeah, you have to go back that way. But not like this, where they were maybe going for a tag titles and making a serious run at it.
No, you have that natural built-in family chemistry versus that chemistry as a team. So what's going to win out? Blood or championships?
Well, one other X factor to take in consideration is the House of Spades has showed they will do anything to get a win.
Yes.
We don't know that about this young Dynasty team.
Mr. Showtime's not out here to make a lopsided match for them this time, so
That's true.
we got Chuck starting off the match with Ray Zion.
And I would say the two bigger members of the team, the power members, are going to start off.
Okay, House of Spades taking a little time to get the ref to check him. We noticed with the Durning Dynasty, it happened quick.
You know, I would say it's interesting, too. We talk about...
Bobby Chrono does not stop talking.
He does it, and you know what's funny? You talk about sometimes the mental game wrestlers will play with each other. Bobby playing almost a little mental game with the referee, too, right? Maybe intimidate this referee and try to get him to make a mistake that benefits them.
The bell is rung, and these guys are circling. Chuck Durning here trying to get a little cheer in the crowd, trying to get the blood going in there. And they finally lock up. Zion pushing him away quick.
Yeah.
Even though these are the two power members, you gotta wonder, does Zion have the power advantage? Side headlock on Chuck Durning here.
Yeah, Zion's got him right where he wants him right now, I think, you know. He's just gonna try to hold him down, use that power, but look at Chuck battling back.
Fires Zion into the ropes. Big shoulder tackle.
Oh, look at that, right back at him.
He knocked Chuck backwards, but Chuck immediately got up, threw a shoulder, barely moved Zion. Now these two are toe-to-toe in the middle of the ring.
Like Zion's gonna come off with his weight now. Oh, Chuck
misses him with a lariat.
Ooh.
Block that shoulder tackle. Yeah. We're seeing like an even match here.
Even match, but I would give the slight nod to Zion right now in that power advantage.
Champion's advantage too. You know, it's up to Chuck and Aiden to take those titles off of the House of Spades.
That being said, I said power advantage, but look, Zion was quick to make the tag, but oh, look.
I think things are about to turn up here a little bit with Bobby Chrono and Aiden Durning getting in the ring.
Maybe the two more athletic, quicker members of this match. Aiden, wrist control right out here. Let's see what Bobby Chrono's can do.
Rolling through.
Goodness. That's that side headlock. Aiden gonna create a little separate. Oh, holds on to the hair.
Keeping close there. Now, I don't want to speculate, Dave, but we've seen that shirt that Aiden was wearing before the match. Could those be his friends that got this opportunity?
We don't want to speculate. You never know.
Leapfrog.
I guess it's just something we'll keep our eyes on.
Big arm drag.
But look at those nice deep arm drags. You don't have to speculate about that. Those are effective. Look at that.
Death Valley driver. Kick to the chest. If anything's going to stop Bobby Chrono from talking for a couple minutes, it'll be those kick to the lungs.
Yes.
Quick pin, but didn't even get to one there.
No, but he's right back at it, although Chrono's going to cut him off here a little bit. Look at Chrono's grabbing that wrist, trying to avoid him from making the tag. He was in that corner, but here comes Big Chuck.
Setting up here from the Durning Dynasty.
Oh, stomp the hands.
No.
Oh, double stomp. Double kick.
Yeah, kicked out at two there.
Chronos, you can hear him. He's in pain.
Yeah, Durning. Yeah, I think Durning's cranking on that ear a little bit. Chuck firing him into the corner. Ooh. European uppercut.
Look at this. Shades of the heart. Oh, but the double knee.
Meteor in the corner there, picking up Bobby Chrono. Nice suplex there. Bobby being tossed around the ring here. Going for the pin now from Aiden. Very quick to get out of it there. I think Chrono is sensing danger here, seeing the Durnings getting a little bit of an advantage, trying to fight his way out of it. Gets Aiden into his corner. Reversal.
Oh,
roll up here. One. Oh, picking him up.
Trying to power. Oh, sit out power bomb.
House of Spades showing that innovation there.
Bobby Chrono's dumping young Aiden right on his head and neck.
Little frustrated there. Thought he had the pin. Now holding on to the legs, kicking the midsection, driving him over to the corner. Zion tagging himself in. Stomping that lower back of Aiden.
What he's going to do might not be as pretty, but it's going to be effective. Well, here's a double team.
Using Bobby Chrono as a weapon.
Oh!
Big senton on the midsection. Like we said, Zeon, a bigger individual, got that pin. Aiden kicking out at 2. You got to wonder if that's just pure instincts at this point. Chuck trying to get the chant started for his son. Dave, as a step parent, seeing a child that you care for in danger like this, how does that affect you? What's going on in Chuck's head right now?
I can't imagine how Chuck even does this. It says a lot about him as a competitor and a professional to stay this focused.
Oh, Zeon with that big side suplex. And look at how much pain. You can see Aiden is obviously getting choked now.
Look at this. And that's enough. Chuck was not going to let that happen.
You saw before that they were working on that lower back and now further punishing it. Chuck's got to be frustrated in the corner just seeing the House of Spades go to town here. Ray Zeon tagging himself in here.
Oh!
Big jumping neck breaker there. Now,
smooth.
Dave, the emotions that Chuck is feeling as a parent is going for the pin. Aiden kicking out. The emotions that Chuck are feeling, is that going to help him or hurt him in this situation?
Could hurt him. You know, you start to lose your emotional control. You don't want to do that in a championship situation. That being said, if he can take all that aggression and channel it correctly, hey, you can do some big things with that.
You notice how they were hanging Aiden on the ropes before and putting the weight on the back across the rope. Now putting that foot into that chest, you can see Chuck looking distraught in that corner, wanting to get in the ring.
Oh,
Cannonball!
Yeah, Chuck looks, very, very distraught in that corner right now. He's very concerned for his son. Oh, he's already there.
Quick to break
Got
up
him
that
off,
pin.
yeah.
And it was a slow start for the House of Spades. We noticed that they didn't have the advantage at first, but once things went in their advantage and they got that momentum, they have been on top ever since.
And here's where that emotion can pay you back. It can haunt you because they were able to double team Aiden. Oh, the ref had to deal with Chuck.
Further attacking that back in the corner.
Oh, what do we got here? Inverted atomic drop. Heart attack clothesline. Oh, I think we're still going for something else here. Boston Crab, perhaps. Ooh.
Look at the way he turns him over into that Boston Crab. Chuck in the ring.
Right to the back of the head. Chuck will not allow his son any more of that abuse.
You notice that it broke up the hold, but Ray Zeon is only down on a knee. Much closer to his corner than Aiden is to theirs.
Oh, that is a nasty, nasty kick to the ribs. And again, look at the look on Chuck.
Look at Ray Zeon. He's letting Aiden climb just enough to get close to the corner, but then pulls him away and punishes him, further getting in on that psychological advantage.
Yeah. Chuck might be distraught, but Ray Zeon doesn't give a damn.
No, they have been one of the more dominant champions that Riot Pro Wrestling has ever seen. And the confidence these two exude, it's not a put on, it's not a work in any way. That is 100% genuine.
Ooh. Oh! Turns that into a cutter.
But Ray Zeon is stumbling on his feet, but not down.
It is the man with a tag.
No, he turns around in just enough time.
Ooh, the big man, Chuck.
Elbow to Bobby Chrono.
Oh, drop
kick there.
Drop.
Oh, he's lining up Chrono in that opposite corner. Big step up knee to the face.
Again.
Oh! Bulldog to the knee,
Lariat.
turning lariat, going for the pin.
Kronos is in trouble.
Yeah, Chrono kicked out at 2 there.
Kronos fighting back, though. Showing why he's a champ.
Yeah, that's the one thing. Every time we see Chrono down, looking like he's out, big German from Chuck Durning.
Yeah.
Chrono gets back to his feet and fights out.
Oh, what do we got here? Looks like a package pile driver.
Oh.
And there was a tag.
This is a dangerous move. Oh!
Oh. Might have been a little bit of a misconnect. Oh,
Chrono!
Wow, my goodness.
Chrono takes
Spears
out
by
Aiden
everybody.
on the outside. Ray Zeon takes out Chuck on the inside.
There was some miscommunication there between father and son. That led to a double spear. And,
Oh, we've seen this move. The suplex, kick to the back of the head. Ray Zeon with the pin, 2.
Boom.
Oh, that was 3.
That was 3. And I think it's more of a kick to the back of the head, brain buster.
And still, Riot Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the House of Spades.
But call it effective. No matter
Yes,
what
this
you
is
call
a dominant tag team. That is a dominant move. And we're going to be keeping our eyes to see who's going to be the next to face the House of Spades. The Durning Dynasty made quite an impression in their debut, but they came up just short.
They did. They came up just a little short. I felt like there was something going on with that package pile driver, and they were setting up, and it looked like they had the titles so close in their hand. But a slight miscommunication was all it took for the champs, and they turned it around right there.
Notice while the House of Spades is celebrating in the ring, Chuck had to help his son to the back. We hope Aiden is okay.
We on this mall. Oh, get my boy. Fine, bro. You gotta be fine, bro. Just like you said, titles.
House of Spades talking that talk because they can. They're still the champs, like it or not.
Yes, thank you for joining us at Riot Pro Wrestling. If you want to keep up with us, follow us on all our social medias. Thank you for watching.
Good night, everybody.